Welcome to today's video, Romans 8 verse 31 explained. What shall we then say to these things? If God be for us, who can be against us? This verse is one of the most powerful affirmations of God's strength, love, and commitment to His people. Here, Paul is expressing confidence in the protection and support that believers have through their relationship with God. When he says, "What shall we then say to these things?" he is referring to the previous verses where he discussed the incredible work God does in the lives of those who love Him. He speaks of God's purpose, His calling, and His promise that everything works together for good for those who are in Christ. When Paul asks if God be for us, who can be against us? He is reminding us that God, the Creator of all, stands with us. It means that no challenge, no opposition, no earthly power can truly stand against us in a way that will harm our eternal relationship with God. While we may face difficulties, trials, and people who oppose us, none of these can overpower God's plan for our lives. This doesn't mean that life will be without struggle, but it assures us that God's strength is infinitely greater than any struggle we face. This verse also reflects God's unwavering commitment to those who love Him. God is described as our protector and supporter. He is not a distant figure but someone actively involved in our lives, guiding us, strengthening us, and defending us from the forces that would try to bring us down. When Paul says that no one can be against us, he is emphasizing that God is our ultimate defender. Whatever we face, God is there, reinforcing that even our struggles will be used for a greater purpose. Knowing this gives us hope and assurance that our challenges do not define us but rather serve a purpose in our growth and faith journey. When we say that God is for us, it also speaks to the nature of God's love. God's love is steadfast and unconditional, always on our side. This means that no mistake, no failure, and no setback can separate us from the love of God. Paul emphasizes that God is not against us. He is always ready to forgive, to heal, and to redeem. This is a powerful reminder for every believer that God's love is consistent and does not waver, even when we fall short. It encourages us to trust God more deeply, knowing that His love will always be there to lift us up, guide us, and support us. Paul's words also invite us to have courage. If God be for us, who can be against us is an invitation to live with bold faith. This verse calls us to face our fears, knowing that God has the final say in our lives. In every obstacle, there is an opportunity to witness the strength and faithfulness of God. He is our ultimate source of courage, pushing us forward even when circumstances might seem intimidating or overwhelming. With God on our side, we are reminded that we have a reason to press on, to hope, and to expect great things, regardless of the challenges we encounter. In summary, Romans 8 verse 31 assures us that God's power is unmatched and His commitment to us is absolute. When we feel weak, afraid, or defeated, this verse reminds us that we have a powerful ally who is with us and for us. Nothing in this world can override God's will or His love for us. This truth invites us to rest in Him, to walk confidently in our faith, and to face life with a peace that comes only from knowing that God is on our side. If this message encouraged you today, please remember to subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment below. May God bless you richly.